GPP, or general physical preparedness, is akin to having complete, total, holistic fitness, which is akin to having a high level of strength and conditioning. Now, GPP, complete fitness, strength and conditioning, whatever you want to call it, really are just the structurally dominant or more structural leaning aspects of physical performance. And it's important to train because no matter how good of a mover you are, no matter how good your visual acuity is, how good your balance is, your rhythm, your coordination, if you're not strong and conditioned, you're physically fragile. And if you are physically fragile, you'll feel physically fragile. Now, with strength and conditioning, complete fitness, GPP, whatever you want to call it, there's a lot of qualities, physical qualities that need to be trained. You've got to have strength and durability and mobility across all of your tissues, your connective tissues, your joints, your ligaments, your tendons, your fascia, your muscles, your bones. You also have to have a high functioning cardiorespiratory system where the blood vessels have elasticity and it can change shape, where the heart is strong and elastic and can pump out a lot of fluid with each heartbeat, where you're able to manage your blood pressure effectively. There's a lot to be trained for, but we can be pretty sure that we've touched on almost all of those things if our training program has 6 kind of main categories. Number 1, you've got to be doing some kind of plyometric training. Number 2, you've got to be doing some kind of upper body strength training, which, by the way, strength training is synonymous with mobility training, at least from my perspective, because whenever you're performing strength training, you should be touching the end ranges or even pushing a little bit past your end ranges if you're to do it properly. Number 3, you've got to have some kind of lower body strength training. Number 4, you've got to have some kind of core training because you've got to be able to breathe well, you have to be able to manage internal pressures well, and the strength and mobility of your spine and rib cage should be A1. You've also got to have some kind of cardiorespiratory training. Finally, you've got to have some kind of isolation training because I'm different from you, who's different from the other person, and there's going to be weak points in your body and my body and the other guy's body that need to be shored up that are different from one another. So if you've got all of those 6 aspects to your training program, you can be certain that you've got a great GPP program going on to develop complete fitness or strength and conditioning.